Hi guys. Thank you for the like, whoever that is. Hi. I appreciate that, honestly. It's been a while since I've done a live, guys. It's been a while since I've been felt to come and do a live. It's not a Bible study live. Um, Hi Z, how are you? Thank you for coming through. Yeah, it's not a Bible study live, guys. As you know, I was starting to do the book of Genesis and then I wanted to do the next 4 books after. But I decided to take a break because I just wanted to, figure out a little bit more what I'm doing in my life, strengthen my relationship with God. I'm good. Thank you for coming through. As I said, I haven't been live for the last time I was live was 2 weeks before I got baptized, right? But prior to that, I hadn't been on live for a while. And I've just come from church, right? And I'm so tired because I worked yesterday. I'm so tired, and God really just needed me to get out of my bed today, go to church, right? So I got to church, right? And I really needed the service today because um, at work currently, it's been a battle between my faith and work, right? And I've been having this battle with my workplace for a little while now. And you just think you can work through it, but God's voice is so strong, and He's telling me like nothing comes before Him, right? And I know that nothing comes before God, but I also know living in this world, we have to work, we have to make money to pay for things, right? Um, but I never put God over anything, and I've been having this like it's been weighing heavy on my heart that I need to give God more time, like He deserves it, right? I need to give Him more of my time, and I've been worrying a lot, right? And I've been going back and forth in my head, like, I'm not spending enough time with God, and work is like taking over my life, and work doesn't understand my faith, and and I didn't want to become resentful. I didn't want to become angry because they didn't understand how strong I am in my faith. Because I have to remember once I was just like them, so I have to show them grace. I have to give them that grace, um, and hope that along the way they understand how much God means to me. um so I as I said, for a couple of weeks now I've been going back and forth, and God has been saying to me, let it go, like stop going back and forth with them, let it go, right? So um it's been pondering on my mind. And the thing that God said to me that has been so clear is walk by faith and not by sight. And this keeps coming up. It always keeps coming up. Walk by faith and not by sight. And it's been he's been saying to me, Nisha, walk by faith and not by sight. If you trust me, walk by faith and not by sight. It's not what you understand. It's not for me to understand what is going on right now. Is for me to trust God. And He's saying to me that this work is not serving me no purpose because it's making me have to choose between my work and God. And I'm gonna 100% always choose God, right? 100%. And I think in this season of my life, God is really testing my faith. He is, yes. And He's saying to me, I need you to trust me. I got baptized 2 weeks ago, guys, 2 weeks. And He's saying to me right now, you trust me enough to get baptized, right? So can you just trust me enough to let me work in the background and do what I need to do in your life, right? So this is where I'm at. I am trusting God. Like, as I said, for the last 3 weeks, I said, you know what? You're right, God. Let me give it to you. I shouldn't have fear. I shouldn't have all these feelings because I am trusting in you. You are my shepherd. You are guiding me. And I am following you. And I want to be obedient and listen to what you're saying. So, yes, I will trust you and I will have faith. So, I'm currently in the season of like looking for another job. Um, but God has been so good because, as I said, I've been trusting Him, I've been letting it go, giving it all to Him, and He's been blessing me along the way. And that's what my church sermon was about today, which was like like confirmation, like reconfirming what God was saying to me, which was like lead by faith and not by sight. And we were speaking about Paul and how bold Paul was, to speak the word and tell the good news of Jesus, right? When people didn't want to listen to him or didn't want to hear it, imprisoned him, so, and he still kept his faith. He still kept speaking because that he was so much into his faith with God and trusting God, right? And for me, that's what I took away from church today, is that to believe what God is doing, to trust what God is doing, and to keep being bold, to keep being courageous, like keep talking the word, and don't be like put off from not doing it just because of what other people may think or what other people might say, because ultimately it's God, he's got me, and I just have to remember that. So I just thought I just come on live and actually speak what God has revealed to me, and it's been an eye opener because I, as I said, for the last couple of weeks, I've been really in doubt. I've been really in fear, and that fear is basically saying you don't trust God, right? You don't trust what He's doing, and yeah, I'm not living in a fear. I'm living in abundance. I'm not living in worry. I'm living in, trusting God and trusting my faith and trusting what God is doing in my life right now. So um I haven't really had any motivation to come and do any lives. I haven't really had the motivations to speak like from the Bible like I usually do in my lives. I've been doing all the work offline, so um as I said, just strengthening my relationship with God. But today I felt really led to come and speak about what God is doing right now, specifically in my life, because it's just to say that don't fear, don't be discouraged about what you're doing. Have patience. It's all in God's timing. And the one thing to always take away is to, you're not going to understand what's going on right now, and that's perfectly fine because it's not for you to understand. But as long as you keep your faith, as long as you keep your trust in God, He's going to guide you and be there every step of the way. So I really just wanted to share that, and I hope that it does, help someone if they feel like, oh, they're having to battle with their faith, or they're having to keep proving to people why their faith is so strong. And it's not for you to keep proving to people. Like, you don't have to prove to anyone why your faith is so strong, because God knows why. He knows your heart. He has chosen you, right? And I just want to do my part and spread the good news about how good God is, how patient He is, how gracious He is, how merciful He is, right? And this is coming from someone that never, ever, ever believed in God, and um, would have never thought that now I would be saying all these things about how good God is. So yeah, it's never gonna be a long life, but yeah, I'm quite glad that I've got the clarity that I needed, and that um I was right in doing what I needed to do, um and that God can see that I'm always gonna put Him first. So yeah, I will probably be back for a reading. I don't know when, because I do want to finish off the next books in the Bible, which would be Exodus. Um, but when, I don't know. But if you keep your post notifications on, you will see me come through when I do decide to go live. And also you will see my community post as well. When I will be going live. So, but yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you for the likes. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed Sunday. Bye.